And we begin with breaking news out of the Auburn area, where at least 2 brush fires have been burning along State Route 167. This is a live look right now from a DOT camera at 4th Street Southwest, where you can see there are still crews along the scene of the fire that had been burning right alongside the highway there.
Crews have been racing from fire to fire, working to keep them from spreading. You can see this is from earlier when the fire was kind of at its height here before fire crews arrived on scene. You can see those flames shooting up into the air, and this is a little bit after that. You can see a lot of white smoke, which is an indication that some of that was being put out. But you can see some of that flame there along the freeway. No traffic was slowing down at the time. And then eventually you got some of those fire crews that were showing up and putting those fires out pretty quickly there. At this point, there's no word on how the fire started. No reports of any injuries or damage to buildings or vehicles. But of course, we will continue to monitor this and bring you any updates as they come in.
Right now, let's get a look at the traffic map, because of course 2 fires burning just about a mile apart along the same highway has caused some traffic problems. Right there through the center of your screen, you can see plenty of red along Highway 167, particularly in the Auburn area. 167 and Highway 18 probably being hit the hardest right now, so you'll want to avoid that area. Now let's get straight over to Chief Meteorologist Shannon O'Donnell tracking wildfire conditions for us.
You know what, Molly? It is going to be a long 2 to 3 months around here. That is how long it will be until we get our rainy season going again. We knew it would probably be a tough wildfire season because we had been running dry, at least in terms of snowpack, and the updated drought monitor certainly backs that up. We'll get to that in just a moment. Right now, it's all about the dry fuel on both sides of the Cascades. You saw there around Federal Way in the south end of the Sound into Auburn, just a lot of dry grass. What was bright and green and verdant just a couple of months ago has all dried out in that summer sunshine. You put some heat and some wind on top of that, and obviously some human causes, and you end up with some small brush fires like that, and of course the big fires we've seen in eastern Washington, including near the gorge. Yesterday we saw the skies starting to get very smoky as that fire took off around Vantage. It sounds like that was unfortunately accidentally human caused as well. No weather adding to that in terms of lightning, but the wind, which sounds great at first, it cools us off. It actually does make the problem worse, especially there downwind of the gaps in the Cascades. Red flag warning has expired today for eastern Washington because it's not as bad, but it's still gusty, still blowing to a good 37 miles per hour into the Kittitas Valley and Ellensburg. Now, about the temperatures, they're warmer today in western Washington. We're back closer to 80 degrees as it's been brighter and bluer again. Still 80s and 90s east of the Cascades. That is totally normal. It's expected this time of year. It's just part of how we live here in the Northwest as we head into summer. But the drought is something else here. You can see that we have gone into what's considered extreme drought now in the north central part of the state. Part of that is the soil moisture and the fact that the snowpack was certainly lacking for the past couple of seasons. It gets even hotter as we head into next week, so I'll have that forecast coming up in just a couple of minutes.
All right, Shannon, thank you. More now on the fire that Shannon just mentioned in the Columbia Gorge. Part of the Vantage Highway remains closed right now after that fast-moving and destructive brush fire. Level 3 evacuations near Vantage have now been lifted, but an estimated 575 acres burned, destroying 2 homes and a third property in the process. The wildfire triggered a large response involving about 80 firefighters and aircraft. No injuries reported. Officials believe this fire was accidentally sparked by a passing vehicle. I-90 has since reopened, but again, the Vantage Highway remains closed.
An update now on the deadly Chelan Hills fire burning in Douglas County. Firefighters are making some significant progress as it's now 75% contained. The fire is blamed for the death of a person found inside a burned out car on the side of the road. More than 9,700 acres have burned and several homes are destroyed. The fire started in the early morning hours of July 4th and quickly blew up over the weekend. Investigators believe the fire was human caused.